Good morning. Welcome to remote social studies for the 2020-2021 school year. I'm Mr. Cohen. I'll be your teacher this year. Depending on who's watching this video, you may have had me last year if you're a 7th grader. If you're a 6th grader, I'd like to welcome you to the school, and I look forward to getting to know you online this year. So I wanted to go over a couple of things before the school week starts. I'd like to go over first how to get into your Google Classroom. Second, how to access Google Hangouts so you can join for attendance purposes. Third, I'll talk about the similarities and the differences between online learning and in-person learning. And finally, I'll talk about what this week will look like for all of us as we're getting back to school. So, welcome and let's get started. First thing, our quote for the week is from Steve Irwin, the crocodile hunter, and it is, "Education is all about being excited about something." So hopefully you had a nice summer, but you're excited to get back and start learning. I know I am. So let's first get started with Google Classroom. So if you are a 7th grader, you definitely have experience with Google Classroom. Hopefully most of you do as well if you're a 6th grader coming in. But I just wanted to show you really quick how to access and log into my classroom for social studies. So if you go to Google on your computer, you will see this lovely page right here. If you are not signed in already, you're going to want to click the blue sign in button, and you will want to make sure that it uses your school Gmail account. So if I'm clicking on this, it shows right here that I am logged in with my school account right here, not my personal email. So make sure you're using your school email for logging into Google Classroom. To get to Google Classroom, once you've logged in, you click on the waffle or the Rubik's Cube, whatever you want to call it right here. And you will see that Google Classroom is one of the apps that Google Suite has offered. So click on that. If you've already signed up for other classes or have some left over from last year, they will appear in your classes here. To join my class, you're going to want to click on this plus button right here and click Join Class. Now, here is where you need a class code. I have sent an invite to all of your school email addresses, so if you wanted to join that way, that's fine, and some of you may have already have. If you have not, you will need to type in the class code for your grade level. So if I were you and you haven't done this yet, I'd pause the video right here and write down this class code. So if you are 6th grade, your code is right here. If you're 7th grade, your code is right there. I also emailed this code to all of your parents, so hopefully you'll be able to get in one of those ways. So if you haven't yet, stop the video right here, get to this step, and enter this code so you can log into Google Classroom. Okay? Thank you. So for those of you that have already logged in, let's go back to Google Classroom, and I will show you how to get into your Hangout for Monday. So let's say that if you are a 6th grader and you type the code in, you have joined my 6th grade online class. And this is going to be with all the other 6th graders who are doing online work. I'll talk about why in a second. You are not in the same class as the other students in your class period. You're with all the online learners. So each day to join, you will go to my Google Classroom, and where you see it says Meet link right here, you will click this link. And when it is time on your schedule for your class to start, you will click the Join button right here. So you click Join Now. You want to wait to make sure that I am present in the meeting. So if it says right here that I am not present, do not join. But hopefully I will be logged in before you every day. So please join once you see that my icon is there, and that will take you into the Hangout for this class. You will need to keep your video on so that when you log in, so I can take attendance. If you don't have your video on, I cannot mark that you are present. So please make sure you are joined the Hangout within the first 10 minutes of class so that you can be marked present for the day. So again, to get to this link, it will be posted at the top for the entire year. You'll just click on this link when it's time for you to be in social studies class, and it will let you join virtually. If you are in 7th grade, you are in with the other in-person students because I only have one 7th grade class, and so you will do the same thing, but your class will look just like this. So it says 4 because it's 4th period, and we're calling it Eastern Hemisphere Studies this year for 7th grade, and your Meet link is right there. Let's go back, and I'll give you an example of what we're going to do in class this week. So your classwork, you will click here, and this is a stream of all of your assignments, and you'll see I've posted week 1, and I've posted 2 things, day 1 student survey, and day 2 expectations and syllabus for online learning. So some of you may have done these things already. Even if you have, you still have to come to class on Monday and Tuesday, and I will give you directions. These are not everything we're going to do, it's just the things that I'm going to grade. So up here I'll post the day of the week and what the assignment is. So if you were to click on this, you will see that it takes you to a spot where you can look at the online syllabus for this class, the online etiquette contract, and then a signature form where one of your parents can sign the syllabus. That's what the assignments will look like. So every week I'll post those. And let's just talk about a couple of differences and similarities between online and in-person learning. So first thing is that you are expected to follow all of the school rules and the school etiquette while you are online. This means you have to follow the school dress code even though you're at home. Okay, so if you are not following the school dress code, myself or a different teacher in different classes will ask you to please follow that even while you're at home. Another similarity is that you'll need to make sure you follow the same bell schedule. So you need to be in your class virtually at the correct time to be marked present for that day. So please make sure that's happening. A little bit, some differences. You will have a different assignment schedule than your in-person peers. You can expect to do about 30 minutes of work a day for this class. And how it will work is every day in the morning you will sign in and I will take attendance and mark that you're here, and then I will give you your tasks for the day. Most days these are going to be some independent work on the computer. Once you have finished that work, you may close off for the day until your next class starts. While you are doing that work, I expect you to be online and chatting with me on the Google Hangout about what you are doing. But if you finish early and finish your work for the day, you can close off once you are done. Other expectations is that you are not, during that work time, you are not playing on your phones, you are not on YouTube and using technology inappropriately. Okay? Parents, I'm going to need your help here because you are going to be the person who's enforcing this behavior at home. So please make sure that you are keeping high expectations for your kids while they are during class. Again, sometimes if our class in person decides to go outside for the day, I may tell virtual learners that it's your independent work time and that at this point you need to get stuff done, but we may be doing something else in the building. So sometimes it might be a little bit more flexible of how we're doing things. If you are a virtual learner and need to use the bathroom, please put that in the chat while you leave your screen so that I know where you are at during that time. Okay, some other differences is that I am going to email different parents different things. So if you're a parent of a remote student and you have a friend who is in person, you'll be getting different emails from that friend's parent. So sometimes it might seem like things are going a little differently, and that is just because of how things are working this year. So be flexible. You may not be doing the exact same work as your friend who's doing in-person school, and that's intentional, okay? I will communicate that to you every week via an email. You'll be getting the first one with this video today. Yeah, so those are some things about this class for this year. Remember, the most important thing, get signed into Google Classroom, log into your Hangouts every day, and please be flexible and know this is a little bit different than school has been in the past. Let me know if you have any questions or concerns. I am always available for any of those via email. Thank you so much. Look forward to meeting you. Let's have a great year.